drive from downtown along Broad Street, you run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. The kicker, Tyler Bass, has us ready to start. And off we go from the length. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown. First and 10. Allen going to throw to get things going. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after the catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Two nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one. On first down, it's Allen. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the third play. Picked off by the rookie from Washington. Play action, he'll set up to throw. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. James Cook, the intended target. And it'll bring up second down. Let's go. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
They'll set up to... That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Taylor Rapp. And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 20-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We saw a great example out here.
And not much materializes there. He'll get this to the 35. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, Allen hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. They'll go play action here with Allen. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Allen. That's going to be caught. And he's going to have the Bills 1st down. They find a way to convert on 4th and 10.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on 4th down, had they not gotten it, that's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points?
And downfield into the hands of Keon Coleman. 22 yards for pickup there. Good for a Bills 1st down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch. Exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, it's been pretty clear this offense has wanted to get this running back involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. And with the success they've found, I expect the rest of the game to go very similar.
Allen going to give this to Davis. And he's going to wind up losing yardage here. And that will take us to the end of the opening quarter of play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now Allen. They'll set up the screen to Cook. They smelled the screen and took care of it. Blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
And that is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Davis now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here's 1st and 10. to throw. That's brought in by the tight end, Knox. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And he will take this one in. 72 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo. Now, a 2-point conversion attempt coming. To throw. That one batted away and incomplete. Good work there defensively. The try for 2 does not work. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
In motion, Shakir. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a 1st down. Two minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. Off the play fake, here's Allen. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dawson Knox. And it'll be 2nd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And this takes it into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a 4th down decision.
That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. They send a receiver in motion left. And to the left side where he's got Kincaid. just 3. They face second down and 7.
Here we go.
In motion, Shakir. Oh, he's going to put his running back downfield. They're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
Now, faking the give. Open man downfield. It's Kincaid. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Let's go now.
Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass. A good one. It's caught. And a critical tackle there. They're getting close to scoring. Instead, they get nothing. Time has run out. This first half has come to an end. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in the second half. About to get started. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is James Cook. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Quick hitting slant there. And that's good. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll look to throw. That's left side by Cooper. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Cooper going in motion. He'll drop the throw. He's going to air this one out looking for Cooper. And he will get into the end zone. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts.
Okay,
Their
ready?
head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point. Go for 2. Cooper going in motion.
Go.
He'll Look to throw. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Allen. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
And this is going to be incomplete. Great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Allen. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete.
All right, Mike, so think back to earlier in this game. The coach decides to be aggressive.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Already here, they'll audible to something else. He'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU. This 2nd and 4. Locke looking to change the play. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Locke going to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now Locke. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Locke. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this 1st drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
2nd and a couple. On the give, it's Tracy. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Throwing now is Locke. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
On play action, Locke. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Play action. Now it's Locke. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Terrell Bernard getting in there to drop him for a sack.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? No score after 1 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. They look to throw. It's Locke. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Giants post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll hand it to Tracy. The strong running. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Locke looking to change the play. Off play action. Locke rolling to his right. He's got his target. That's complete. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Now it's Tracy. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Here's Locke to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th.
I swear, why is every fucking player a
Bills are going to
pussy?
use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Gano for the extra point. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Buechele to throw. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, the shallow coverage, and ahead of the deep coverage.
Throwing Buechele. It's complete to Cook. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Buechele. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And that'll be incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
But that doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Buechele looking to throw. That's taken in. It's Keon Coleman. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. That is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Cook trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now they send a man in motion right. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Shotgun for Buechele. And this is going to be intercepted. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
He got lucky that he bumped me.
The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now...
Like I said, I can't stand these players. They play the same way every single time. Last player levels all game long. Beat that ass. Every single player matched levels drive. And then mix in the run, play action, screens. That's it.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation.
Why the fuck are they doing that? It's almost like they're doing it on purpose to get players to stop playing the game or something. I don't know why they're doing it.
The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
2nd down and 3. He'll look to throw. Now he fires deep for Shakir. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Coleman, the man in motion left. Looking to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Just what they needed, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or two short. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be fourth down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be fourth and short.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. They'll look to throw again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Coleman. And he works it past the 30, almost 25. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Now with the play clock almost gone, Sean McDermott's going to call for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Let's go now.
Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Motion man is Shakir. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch them close to the spot.
They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. In motion goes the tight end. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
And he's got his man on the out route. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down. Back to throw again. And caught by Cooper for a Bills touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Bills are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. They'll look to throw. It's complete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down.
On the ground, here comes Tracy.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter.
2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Right back to Tracy.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Clock now to throw.
This pass into the hands of Bellinger.
He's converged on quickly, and I don't think he got the 1st down. He did not.
60 by 6, 60 by 20.
And they go play action with Buechele.
He's able to get it to Coleman. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Keon Coleman.
42 yards.
And the Bills have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Yep, back at it, but not trying, I'll say.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the run is Tracy.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. To throw is Locke.
Over the middle, caught by Bellinger.
I'm supposed to be okay with that because I don't use seam passes. Don't ever use seam passes.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Every single player, run the ball, play action, crossers, levels, mesh, drive, screens, RPOs. That's it. Every single player. And that's fun for you guys? That's fun?
Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final
Like, are they
seconds,
purposely shitting on the game? Are they purposely playing like this to make people not want to play the game anymore? Like, seriously. Because I know they do that. I know they did that with Call of Duty. Hackers purposely hacked Call of Duty so players would stop playing a certain game. Right? It was like Modern Warfare 3 back in the day. They hacked the game like crazy to force players to buy the new game. Right? Meanwhile, the new game sucks. Madden 26 sucks. I could buy 50 copies of Madden 26. You can't pay me to play Madden 26. You can't.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And we talked
I didn't realize it until recently. Every single player.
No turnovers at all.
I have not seen one player not use levels, mesh, or drive. When you're saying nice try, loved out. What do you mean by that? Because I told you I'm not trying. Don't leave the stream like you did before. Tell me what you mean by that. I'm not matching up defensively. I'm going quick on both sides of the ball. But you can't tell me what you mean by that. These players have no fucking respect. I mean, you see the games where I'm trying. Offensively, I'm mixing it up. I don't even need to run the ball. But if I'm using motion, if I'm picking plays to manipulate my opponent's user, if I'm keeping them on their toes, like, I don't even have to run the ball half the time. 10 carries a game, that's it. That's all I need. Just to force them to not play a certain way. This guy played nothing but cover 2 man and cover 1 man. That was it. Right? Forced me to play the way I don't want to play. I don't want to have to look for man-beating routes. I hate man coverage. Every single player. I'm going to I'm literally going to try to see how I can react to my own videos, and I'm going to see how many plays. I'm going to count them. I'm going to count them as I go. I'm going to do a reaction video. Like I'll even fast forward each game if I have to. I'll take the last 3 games and I'll see what they played. The one player I beat, he ran nothing but levels, maybe mesh a few times, and then ran the ball, play action, screen. I picked the screen off. I shut him down to turnover on downs. And offensively, I had to do what I had to do. But I'm still not playing like them. The times that I go to a play that has a crosser, it's my 3rd or 4th read. They can just sit back and mesh because if you play man, it's beat. If you play zone, it's beat. If you're going to blitz, it's beat. And then they know that you're going to blitz, so that then what do they do? Go with the play action crossers. What does that do? It's a play action, so it forces your linebackers to cheat a little bit to stop the run. And then what do you have? Passes deep over the top, over them. And then you have the drag and the crosser from play action crosser. It's impossible to stop. Believe me, I know. I've used it. It's like a mental play.